Now we are going to talk about the pairs here. Remember that, for instance, for 6, the factors were 1, 2, 3, 6, and then we said that the pairs are all the possible combination of all these factors. For instance, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 6, 1, 2, 3, 6, and then 2, 3, 3, 2, 6, 2, 3, 2, 6, and then 3, 6. Now we are going to populate our pairs list with all these pairs. So to do that one, again, I'm going to introduce a new procedure. Again, my procedure is going to just change the pairs list. So I don't need to return anything because pairs is a global variable. So I can change it without returning anything. So I'm going to use this and I'm going to call it set pairs. Now, the set pairs is going to go through my factors list and is going to make pairs of numbers exactly like the one that I showed here, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4. So this list is going to have items which are string. 1, 2 is one string, 1, 3 is another, and so forth. So the first thing I'm going to go is I'm going to go through my factors list. So for each, let's leave it as, let's make this number to I. For each I from 1, but this 5, I'm going to make it the length or the number of items in my global factors list. So I'm going to go list, and then I'm going to go and I'm going to drop length of list, and the length of list is going to be my factors. From the first item of factors list to increment by 1 until the end, what I have to do is I have to go and find all the possible combinations. So I'm going to have another loop inside this loop. So I'm going to say duplicate again, but this time the index, I'm going to change it to j. J is not going to go from 1. If you look here, for instance, if I start with the first element, I'm going to start with the second element now. It's always one element more than I. For instance, if I is 2, the second element, I'm going to start j with the next element, which is I plus 1, which is 3, and then the next one, which is element 4, which is 6. So here, instead of from 1, I'm going to say I plus 1. And the increment is 1, then what I have to do is that I have to add it to my pairs list. So now what do I have to do is that I have to add these items to the list. And the list is my pairs now. Now, the pairs is going to be item I of factors and item j of factors, separated with comma. So I need a join here, and I need to add a string here. Now, the first item is going to be the ith item of factors. So I need to go to list, and I'm going to use the select. Let's select one. So I'm going to select from the list, which is global factors, and what item? I'm going to select the ith item. Then I'm going to add a comma, then I'm going to add the j's item. So again, when I call set pairs, it's going to go through from the first item of factors list to the end of the factors list, and at the same time my loop j starts with the next item and it goes to the end of the loop and it adds all these pairs to pairs list. As we did in the first video, we are going to go ahead and check if this procedure works. So after call set factors in btn, I'm going to have another call, but this time call pairs. Now, the only thing I forgot to do is that whenever I call the pairs here, I have to set the pairs list to be blank list. So I'm going to duplicate this one, bring it down, and put it right here. So global pairs is also not an empty list here. Now, one thing I forgot to do with this notifier is says to print to display the factors. I want the pairs to be shown here. So I start my emulator and I type number 6 and I click on check. You can see that it's showing me 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 6, 2, 3, 2, 6, and 3, 6. These are all the possible combinations of the pairs. If we go back to our discussion here, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 6, 2, 3, 2, 6, and 3, 6, and this is exactly what we have here. So our second procedure also works properly.